What the fuck is that? Sounds like a tank rolling down the street. What the fuck are you? There's a tank rolling down the street. What the hell? Let's go downstairs and get some better footage of this thing. Couldn't tell what it was because I can get close enough to the windows looking through the camera's viewfinder. Whatever it is, it sounds like they could probably use some grease in the axles, eh? Holy, squeaky McSqueakertons. I knew it. It is a tank. Look at those treads. Look at those bitches. Wow. I don't know what the fuck that thing is. Thought it was a paving thing, but maybe. A packer? Could that be a... Oh, it's the cutest little steamroller ever. Oh my goodness. Look at it. Whee! Oh, Jesus. That's like an adorable little steamroller. Oh my goodness, look at it. Look at how small it is. It's like the size of my riding tractor. Oh, it's so cute. No, I heard that sound and right away it triggered my brain because when we used to play Battlefield, that's the sound the tanks made, and I'm like, is there a fucking tank? Because the military base is just up the street from me, right? So I thought they were rolling a tank down my street, and I'm like, that's not going to be good for the pavement. Anyway, people, welcome to a Monday morning here on Vloggin Life. I just came downstairs to get a better look at that micro tank, and I had to take a dump. So, yay! So today, I'm going to try and use the old GoPro Session here to film the drive to work. I'm going to try and mount it on the old mount that I made back in the day, and if that fails, well, I got a couple more suction cup mounts in the Trans Am that I can use. So, yeah, then depending, well, tonight when we get home it's going to be dark. I wanted to fire up the Trans Am and see if the battery held the charge. I wanted to do that yesterday, but I slipped my mind. I got all kind of crazed with this thing, so, oh well, it is what it is, eh? I think it's a cool little camera. There was a problem with the video yesterday because there was blurring on the lens, so it was reacting to the sunlight. But I cleaned the lens pretty good, so hopefully that's going to be okay for today's drive to work. Alrighty people, it's that time. What time? The time when I gotta leave, go to work. It feels like I'm working 12 hours today. Like, when you work from like the morning until at night, it sucks. I was kind of excited for this week because originally my hours were pretty decent, but then they went to shit. People asking me if the job I do is the same I did when I worked for Bell on Terra. Yes and no. Right now, yes and no. Yes, I am on the phones. No, it's not the same kind of work. It's kind of bullshit. What the fuck is he whining about? See, On Terra was never a call center. On Terra was an internet service provider. Yes, I worked on the phones, but I fixed computers on the phones. But I did other things there too. At On Terra, my skills were actually used for troubleshooting and diagnostics. At this job here, any one of you can do this job. I kid you not, any one of you. As long as you can read and bake a cake, you can do my current job. It's a joke. Like, I shit you not, it's not the most exhilarating work. It's really hard to want to go into work every day. Alright, let's get the fuck out of here and go to work. I'll explain more on the way without breaching my service level agreement. So yeah, the place that I work at, basically, it is a call center. That is correct. Started off there doing one job. Then I got moved to another because I was too efficient at it. And then there's an opportunity to go to this new job, this new location. So I figured, hey, you know what? It's got to be better than the program I was originally on. That's why I say program, just because that's exactly what it was. You know what? I'm just gonna try and weasel my way by here. That's exactly what they are. They're programs. I can't really tell you what program it was. That information I can't release, or where I work. Just know that it's a call center and they don't pay that much. Like, I'm making about, I almost want to say a third of what I was making working at On Terra. No, not really. About 3/5 of what I was making at On Terra. Which, if you ask me, is very, very pathetic because I do a lot more work in a day at this job than I ever did at On Terra. And this work here is mind-numbing because it's same thing over and over and over again. Like, every call that comes in is pretty much the same. There's no use of your brain because you also have to follow a procedure. Like, literally, if Siri, Google Voice, and or Cortana got better, they could do my job. because it's literally reading a procedure and then performing said procedure on the phone. Like if a customer calls in with a problem, you look up the problem in the procedure, and then you literally read verbatim what it says to the customer. You're not permitted to paraphrase. You're not permitted to make up your own lines. Otherwise, you get into trouble. You have to read verbatim. The other problem with the place is they don't give a fuck. They'll just make you work 10 hours a day, 12 hours a day. They all, like I said about the whole fan thing, you know. Asked them why I can't have my fan. They said because I said so, you know, and that's how they treat people. They don't treat their employees right and stuff. And like, I don't really give a shit at this point because I don't like an operation that acts the way they do, and I don't think it's fucking right. You know, and especially when I'm sitting at work, I'm outside having a vape, and I listen to this one guy say that by the end of his shift, he goes home and he doesn't even want to talk to his son because his mind, or he can't talk to his son because his mind is such fucking pudding that he just can't form words right to him. That's not right. You know, and that's the kind of jobs they have nowadays, are these mind-numbing fucking call center jobs, and that's all North Bay is a giant call. There's 5 call centers in North Bay. 5. Like, that's all. Unless you work anywhere else, like in the fast food industry or like Walmart, you're working at a call center in North Bay. Because there's not much industry in this town. And all the industry that we do have is all CNC, like Bort Lanier, Atlas Copco, North Bay Machining. Can't remember what else. I know there's a couple of... Then we got the biogas place over on Gorman. You know. But there's no real computer jobs here in town. Like Vianet was hiring, and I got a little excited when I saw that on Indeed. Until I read they're hiring a customer service agent, not a tech. I was like, fuck, why can't that be a tech job? That's like right up my alley. I've done internet troubleshooting for 13 freaking years. Like, yesterday, Dark Knight sends me a message. I can't get my fucking internet to work. Or not internet, but he couldn't get his shit to work. He was trying to log into Arc and it wouldn't work. He's trying to log into Grand Theft Auto. It crashed right away. Couldn't figure it out. Within 5 minutes, I had him back up and running. Like, internet troubleshooting is something I'm good at. It's something I need to do. Computer diagnostics and repair, it's something I'm good at. It's something I need to do. And literally the job that I told you guys I applied for, it's a tech job at a local call center. And if I get it, I'll be happier than a pig in shit, because that means I get to fix computers all day. And I'd be so happy doing that. Like, you don't understand how happy. I'd be fucking ecstatic doing that. I love fixing computers. It's what I was born to do. Diagnostic and repair on the hardware and software level of a PC is my shit. What can you do, right? What can you do? Anyway, I'm almost at work. Hopefully this picture-in-picture video worked out. I know a lot of you are bugging to find out about what kind of work I do. So I figured I'd let you know that my life took a 180 loop, and I currently hate it. It's the way she goes, though. Anyway, people, we'll talk to you later. Peace out. You're going to see how well the Heroes session does for running the show on its own, recording in the wonderful 1080p wide angle. Where the fuck's your light, you goof? Freaking guy's, he's got a freaking bike light on his bike, but he doesn't have it turned on. Oh, that's prison. So anyway, let's go home and see what the what is. What a day. Well, I owe my coworker $10. I already explained to you basically that I work in a call center. You already know that. That's all you need to know. And, well, you know the call center is at where my old work is. So that's another thing you know from previous video, because that's where I leave. Anyway. Luckily, unlike Ontario, there's no way any of you guys can call in there and request me, because there's no inbound calls. So, in other words, if there's an emergency situation, like, I don't know, mom and dad, like dad has a complication, mom has a complication, and they're in the hospital, and they're trying to get a hold of me, because we're not allowed to have cell phones in there, you have to call me on my phone, and I can only check it when I'm not in the building. There's no way to get a hold of me once I'm in that building. So, bonus over Ontario there, but kind of sucks for emergency situation. Now, that's good, because that means I got Ontario. I was getting called by YouTubers trying to get me fired, trying to cause shit.
Oh, that's not going to happen anymore. Because, yeah, you can't. You can't contact me there. So that's perfect. I thought that was my car squeaking. It's a guy on a bike with a kind of fucking basket with a pizza on the front of it. See if we can angle this thing right. There we go. So I'm just testing out the Hero as a dash cam, if you will. Because, I don't know, I like this little camera. It's cool. It's kind of cute. But anyway, we're going to head home. But anyway, no, sorry. Just, I made a bet with my coworker. She started it. She randomly picked somebody from our group of trainees and said, how much you want to bet that person doesn't make it out of training? And I said, well, what are the stipulations? She said she just doesn't make it out. I was like, oh, okay, so no stipulations then. Just that once training is done, that person will no longer be in the class. She said, yeah. I said, okay, look, I'll take that bet. The guy seemed pretty clever in class. He seemed to know his shit. He had it down to a science. And today I found out he quit. Fuck. So now I owe her $10. And it's funny because we had about 16 people in class training. We're already our first week into being on the production floor taking calls. And we're already down to 6 members left. Just dropping like flies. So that's not very good. Losing people like a son of a bitch. Okay, seriously, bud, those HIDs can go frig themselves. I can't see anything right now. The guy behind me is just blinding me with his HIDs. He's got those like ultra high intensity blue light bulbs that just make your irises burn out of their face. Fuck, I hate those things. Yeah, sure they light up the road and all, but they also make it impossible for people to visually see where they're going, so you gotta use like other tactics, like your nose and your sense of touch, and that doesn't apply when driving, so don't ever use those when driving. They don't help. The only thing you end up smelling is blood, and the only thing you can touch is the wounds on your face as you plow into someone. But in all seriousness, yeah, I heard $10. We're down a lot of people. I couldn't believe some of the people that left, though. They've been like with the company for a long time on other programs, and all it took was being transferred over to this program, and they went and got other jobs. But I can understand it, because I myself am also looking for another job, because anybody who's worked in a call center, and I mean a true call center like what I'm working in, not, you know, working for like an internet service provider on a help desk, taking calls, assisting customers. I don't call that a call center. I call that working on as tech support on a help desk. Sure, it is incoming calls, and it theoretically is a call center, but you kind of have to have some sort of a training in that. The job I have doesn't require any training. Anybody with a education or brain or the ability to read and type can easily do my job right now. I feel like I'm being wasted. Like I have all these skills in diagnostics and troubleshooting, and literally I am just the voice between a process and a human on the other end. So this is the reason why I'm hoping I get the tech support job. If not, I gotta buckle down and find something better, because I'm gonna lose my fucking marbles doing this kind of work. This is bullshit. So, yeah. But it was funny because I met up with my uncle in the freaking the gas station. Son of a bitch. We were talking about it and stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, we got to get a union in there." And I'm like, "No, we don't. They would shut that place down." And he's like, "Well, we already unionized one of the call centers in Ottawa." I'm like, "Oh, how'd that go over?" I'm like, "Did they shut their doors yet?" And he goes, "No, so far so good." I'm like, "Well, get back to me in a couple weeks and let me know if they still have jobs," because apparently they unionized them and they upped all their rates from, they're getting paid $11.50 an hour. They upped them all to $16 an hour, unionized call center proper wages. So that's pretty good. Because I don't know, call center jobs, man, fucking burn you out. Like my brain is pudding right now. But anyway, people, I'm almost home. So I will talk to you more when I get there, and we'll see what the what is. Alright, peace.
And guys, we are home. Just like that. So I didn't breach any terms of services today, so that's good. I did, however, take some chicken out of the thaw. I think it thawed. Chicken. Oh, I gotta bring my empties back to the beer store. Okay, let's get this chicken in the fryer. And then what I want to do with this, I'm gonna air fry it. And then I'm gonna make some chicken wraps.
for dinner. Chicken wraps. Gotta love chicken wraps. So while that's air frying, I'm gonna head upstairs and get started on editing the vlog. Let's pitter patter and have at her, people. Alrighty, well the vlog's all edited up till now anyway. Still got more to put in there. And I need to get my wraps ready. But first, always wash your hands before you play with your meat. Always. So I've gone ahead and cut up the meat and we're gonna put it on the pita. I've added some chicken, I've added some tomato to the pita. We're gonna add some of that spinach, spray some mayonnaise on it, and then we're gonna roll it up. Like so. Now to roll it up, I'm gonna fold the ends over each other and then roll it over. And hopefully it works. And I need to practice my rolling technique, but we got one done. I'm gonna make one more. And then with the rest of the chicken and tomato, probably gonna make one for my lunch tomorrow. Cool. And there we go, dinner is served. I just wanna mention these gluten-free pita breads are shit. But let's give it a taste test. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Anyway, people, I'm gonna go eat. It's already close to 10:30. There won't be any live stream tonight, tomorrow night, or Wednesday night for sure. Because getting off at, no, it's close to 11. Getting off at 10 o'clock at night is a pain in the ass. So, 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, it is 10:30. I don't know, fuck. I'm done. Yeah, getting off at 9 o'clock at night, getting home at 9 or 9:30. And then, yeah, so I can't stream. I'm going to bed soon. Anyway, people, on that note, I'm shutting the vlog down here, so hopefully you enjoyed today's vlog. I understand the GoPro video was kind of shitty because it was too close to the dash. Gonna try and remedy that another day. But, yeah, I'm gonna shut her down here, call her quits for today, and then we'll carry on tomorrow. So on that note, thanks for watching my video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.